A new documentary titled Requiem for the Dead, American Spring 2014, recently premiered on America's HBO TV network. The film purports to be advocacy journalism and makes its point against gun violence in the United States. What is unique is that the documentary is composed of social media postings and TV news coverage. VOA's Carolyn has more.
During the spring of 2014, more than 8,000 people lost their lives to gun violence in the United States.
My son-in-law shot my daughter. Get an ambulance, please.
The documentary, Requiem for the Dead, focuses on these gun tragedies, telling their stories from news coverage, 9/11 calls, and social media to paint a portrait of the lives lost. Filmmaker Sherry Cookson says she discovered the subjects' lives on the internet.
Normally we make films where we follow people around and tell their stories, and in this case the film that we were making, the people weren't alive, and so we started a process to try to figure out what the lives of these people were like, because we wanted to tell a very human story, and in order to do that we wanted to come to know people a little bit, and that's how we got involved with looking at the internet, because we found time capsules of the people who had been shot still there on the internet, and we saw pictures and postings that took us right up to the time that they were shot.
One victim was a Virginia mother whose soon-to-be ex-husband shot her and their 2 children and then himself.
Chris was like, I can't live without her. And none of us took that as to mean that he couldn't live without her, so nobody else was going to. And he just took her from all of us.
Filmmaker Nick Dube says the documentary tells the stories of the lives that were lost.
We're sort of people-oriented. We're not issue-oriented, and we came to this project looking at it as trying to personalize, humanize the statistics. So we wanted to get people, give them a real sense of what was being lost, what kind of lives were being lost, who the people were who were being lost.
Without any narration or interviews, Requiem for the Dead zooms in on 8 victims that died between March and June of 2014. 8 of the approximately 8,000 who lost their lives in gun-related deaths. Another victim was a bride in Kansas who was shot in gang-related crossfire just hours after her wedding.
Early Sunday morning, 42-year-old Tiffany Davenport Ray was heading down Kansas Avenue after trading vows at her wedding. She was shot, then taken to a hospital where she later died.
There is no anti-gun lecture in the film, no conclusions drawn, and no counterpoint. Viewers are just left with empty feelings over the lives lost due to senseless violence and the thought that something has to be changed to stop the killing. Carolyn Turner, VOA News.